This is how you learn to backflip using only the tools you have access to. Whether it's a snow mound, a mulch pile, or a lake, there's always the chance you're going to snap yourself in half. Back in my day, we gave props for this kind of resourcefulness and courage. Going full send was the only path to progression and glory. Many have risked their lives to land the coveted backflip, one of the most committing maneuvers you can pull on a bike. To all who have tried, whether you succeeded or not, I salute you.
I did it!
But these days, there are safer, more progressive ways to learn flips, including facilities like these. Welcome to the Highland Training Center, an indoor wooden park featuring a foam pit and padded box known as a resi jump. I'm here today with my buddy Phil to accomplish one goal: roll away from a backflip. Phil pulled his first backflip at 13 years old, at a facility very much like this one.
I'd already been able to do a backflip on a snowboard, and I went to Camp Woodward when I was 13, and I knew with my skills I could do it, but it was just like I needed a proper training ground. And for that, you generally want a foam pit, and if you have the ability to do it onto resi before taking it to something hard like dirt or like wood, that's usually the progression you want to take.
The Highland Training Center is part of Highland Mountain Bike Park in New Hampshire. I visited Highland last year and found that most of the features there were above my pay grade. The place is full of huge drops, doubles, slope-style jumps, and tricky wooden features. Today, I'm getting vengeance on all the stuff I chickened out on last year.
Okay, got this.
Progression always feels good, but I didn't drive all the way to Highland just to send some drops. Back at the HTC, we warmed up in the foam pit. Even last year, I attempted some backflips and got the hang of the rotation. But according to Phil, there's more to it.
Like, there's doing a backflip, and then there's doing a controlled backflip.
What Phil is really teaching me is that there's a lot of different ways to do a backflip. I mean, how far do you go? How fast do you rotate? How high do you go? You might be able to make it all the way around, but you really have to know how to do the backflip for each particular jump. Is it a short jump? Is it a long jump? Does it have a big lip? Are you cranking back? Are you floating it? And I don't feel like I have that control at all right now. So that's what we're working on right now, is really understanding all the different ways that you can flip.
Landing tires down on one particular ramp is fine and dandy, but adapting to multiple scenarios is a different story. Flipping into this foam pit is now muscle memory, but that won't help me when I try the real thing. This resi box has a shorter approach, which is harder to get speed for. In preparation, I'm trying flips at different approach speeds, heights, and distances.
The roll in over there on that resi jump where I want to do my first flip is shorter, and you can't get up as much speed. So I'm gonna not really pump this roll in. I'm just gonna kind of roll down it and then try to get a full rotation without all the speed. Ow! That hurt. Yeah, I'm good. I just wrecked my ankle. Ah!
Lest you think foam pits provide free progression, take it from me, they don't. In fact, foam pits are tiring to session, difficult to climb out of, and harder on your bike than you would think. They also provide a false sense of security. This foam pit is a powerful tool, but I'm anxious to move on. It's time to attempt a flip on the resi box. A resi box is like a real jump, except it gives a bit when you land on it. The surface is also slippery so that you don't get scraped up when tumbling across it. The problem with this resi box is that the approach isn't that great for full suspension mountain bikes. Were I on a hardtail or BMX, I'd have an easier time pumping the roll in. On my mountain bike, I need to take a few cranks to get up enough speed.
I felt like I had enough speed. All right, dropping.
Not a very impressive bail, but I did seem cognizant of the fact that I wouldn't complete the rotation. Knowing that my instincts are intact actually gives me more confidence to try again. This time, I'll try pulling the bike towards me to speed up the rotation.
Yeah! Whew! All right.
And with that, I rolled away for my first backflip.
Yeah. That felt a hell of a lot better.
I really wanted to catch the landing perfectly, but needed more practice to get the distance. The session finally ended when I started to push my luck. I landed on the resi without consequence, but the bike slid directly into my funny bone. Since then, I've lost a lot of sensation in my right hand. I'll be seeing a doctor next week to hopefully get it sorted out. This winter, I hope to find a good jump to practice on, so that flips can become something I do casually. Bike park season is nearing its end, so that should give me a chance to heal up and focus on other kinds of mountain biking. Thanks for sharing this special moment with me, and do check out the links below to pay your respects to those who learn to flip with limited resources. Also, subscribe to Skills with Phil to learn all the ins and outs of the backflip. He'll be posting a tutorial on his channel in the coming weeks. Thanks for riding with me today, and I'll see you next time.
The lip's gonna look a lot bigger when you're in the compression. This drop I think is easier than a pink quick drop because you have a steeper landing.
Right.
It's straighter. You don't have to worry about catching a skinny berm. And so it's easy to bail out if need be.